Because there are also traditions that are good. There are traditions that help us to become the sanctified, the old Christians, or the old Christian that God wants us to be. There are certain traditions in the church of God. Because you see, what distinguishes us, what sets us apart, what sets us separate, is that there are certain traditions which, they are not exactly or completely about whether that is what will get you to heaven or not. There are things that will help you to be a better Christian. There are things that will help you to be everything God wants you to be. Hallelujah. Amen. And this morning I just want to talk a few things about some of those traditions. One of the traditions that God, or that the church over the years has developed, has evolved, that makes us stand apart as the people of God, is that in church, in the family and household of God, we shouldn't be judgmental. Amen. 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 We should not relate to people based on what we see or what our opinion or background is. Because such thinking process robs us of the blessings of what God wants us to be. If you open our Bibles to the book of Romans, Romans chapter 14. Romans chapter 14, and I read from verse 1. It says, receive one who is weak in the faith, but not to disputes over doubtful things. For one believes he may eat all things, but he who is weak eats only vegetables. Let not him who eats despise him who does not eat. Let not him who does not eat judge him who eats, for God has received him. Who are you to judge another servant? To his own master he stands or falls. Indeed, he will be made to stand, for God is able to make him stand. One esteems one day above another, another esteems every day alike. Let each be fully convinced in his own mind. He who observes the day observes it to the Lord, and he who does not observe the day to the Lord, he does not observe it. He who eats it to the Lord, for he gives God thanks, and he who does not eat to the Lord, he does not eat, and gives God thanks. For none of us lives to himself, and no one dies to himself. For if we live to the Lord. If we die to the Lord. Therefore, whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. For to this end Christ died and rose and lived again, that he might be the Lord of both the dead and the living. But why do you judge your brother? Or why do you show contempt for your brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ. Praise the Lord. One of the traditions of church is that church is a place where everyone should be able to come and feel comfortable in. Not only should they feel comfortable, the Bible also tells us that even we that seem to be spiritual, we that seem to know the ordinances, the commandments, we should do everything within us to make them feel comfortable. A church should be a place whereby the greatest sinner should come to and still be able to at least be a part of it and not feel condemned. Amen. But when we are judgmental, it's a tradition or custom of the world. Because it's a tradition or custom of where we come from. Because every tribe in the world believes they are the best. Yes. Every culture in the world believes that there is